Okay. So today we are about to start with the new chapter. And before starting with that chapter, let me introduce you some important concepts first. आप बेटे पढ़ते हो like our environment consists of two factors, biotic components and abiotic components, right? And if I talk about the biotic components, they are like human beings, they are like animals, plants, microbes, microorganisms and all. ये हमारे सारे बायोटिक कंपोनेंट्स हैं. और अगर मैं आपसे एबायोटिक कंपोनेंट्स की बात करूं, दैट आर वेरी मच इंपॉर्टेंट इन आवर एनवायरनमेंट. सो कैन यू टेल मी the names of that abiotic components? Like, yes, Janya, tell me a name of any one abiotic component.
Ma'am, all the non-living things, table, chair.
All the non-living things, table, chair. Okay, but yes, they can also be considered as a abiotic components. Actually, they are abiotic components because they are not at all living. Yes, that's correct. Okay, anybody else? Yes, Khushi?
Ma'am, like soil.
Good, like soil. Yes, Priyanshika?
Ma'am, like water, air, sunlight, and heat.
Yeah, good. Like water, air, sunlight. So this is what I am coming up to. Biotic components में हम सभी हैं, right? Human beings हैं, animals हैं, plants हैं, microbes हैं, microorganisms हैं. They all are a biotic components of our environment. But if I talk about non-biotic components, they are like air, they are like water, soil, as you all have said, the number of non-living things. That's true. So soil, air, water, they are the basic necessities of our life. We can't think our life except all these things. We can't. Right? अगर हमारे पास सॉइल है, अगर हमारे पास एयर है, अगर हमारे पास वाटर है, तभी हम एक कंबाइंड इसको क्या बना सकते हैं, एक एनवायरनमेंट बना सकते हैं. Biotic components without abiotic components are of no use. Like, so coming to the topic of today is water. The chapter we will be starting is water. We have environment. In the environment, I have biotic component plus I have abiotic components. And I can't think the life except abiotic ones. Abiotic components हमारे लिए बहुत जरूरी है and they are interdependent. Interdependent over each other. इनकी एग्जिस्टेंस इंटरडिपेंडेंट है. पानी है, बायोटिक कंपोनेंट्स हैं. एबायोटिक कंपोनेंट्स नहीं होंगे, बायोटिक नहीं होंगे, बायोटिक नहीं होंगे, एबायोटिक नहीं होंगे. सो ऑल आर इंटररिलेटेड एंड इंटरडिपेंडेंट ओवर ईच अदर. Is it okay? So we will be starting with this chapter today, that is water. So whatever important you people feel like, you have to note it down things. You have to note it down the main points. So please be ready with your pens, be ready with your notes copy, so that we can start this chapter, not wasting the much time now. I think, I hope the basic concept of the chapter is clear. What we need to do, क्या करना है हमने इस चैप्टर में, we need to study about the concept of water. Okay, students. So first of all, what is the importance of water? पहली चीज, पानी की importance क्या है? So our first heading, our first topic, subtopic we must say of this chapter is importance of water. So let's write down that. Importance of water. So let's have an open-ended discussion over it, because this is not a prescribed topic. हम इस पे open-endedly discuss कर सकते हैं इस topic के ऊपर, because we have endless uses and importance of water. So let's discuss the things one by one. So side by side, you can note over the points. Yes, Kanav.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I have
You
a doubt.
raised
Ma'am, I have a doubt.
the beginning of the chapter. You have a doubt. Yes,
Ma'am,
Kanav.
ma'am, how abiotic components are dependent on biotic?
Look, I told you biotic and abiotic, they are interdependent over each other, right? Without abiotic components, we can't think of a biotic life. We are dependent over soil, we are dependent on the water, we are dependent over the air. So naturally, there is an interdependence. And you know, in the food chain concept, you have studied that the cycle continues. There is a chain, there is a web that continues all over. अगर हम ह्यूमन बीइंग्स हैं, हम ह्यूमन बीइंग्स डिपेंड कर रहे हैं सॉइल के ऊपर, तो कहीं ना कहीं हम डिपेंड कर रहे हैं वाटर के ऊपर. सो वाटर जो है, एयर जो है, एयर में भी तो हम ऑक्सीजन कंटेंट ले रहे हैं और कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड कंटेंट दे रहे हैं हम एयर में वापस. Right? There is always a give and take relationship. Hardly matters whether that thing is biotic or that is abiotic. Always there is a give and take relationship every time. Okay. So I was asking you about the importance of water. Can you give me some of the points? Yes, Divansh.
Ma'am, first of all, water is used in our daily lives for so much of work. For example, brushing, bathing, etc., which helps us to keep away the viruses from our body, which will be helping us to keep ourselves healthy. Our body is formed more than 70% of just water, and water deficiency can lead to some serious diseases also.
Okay. So first of all, 70% of the body weight is water. Note down with this. 70% हमारी body का जो weight है, if we are of 100 kg, तो हमारा 70 to 75% of जो body weight है, that is 70% of body weight is water. First of all, right? And as he has told us, the water helps. Water is helpful for cooking, for drinking, for these are very basic uses that you study in your very lower grades. So that's okay. आप इसको भी mention कर सकते हैं. हमें पीने के लिए, हमें खाने के लिए, हमें washing के लिए, हमें cleaning के लिए, we require water. That's correct. That is the first point. Okay. Yes, Abhim.
Ma'am, water is the most essential thing for the survival of human beings and also is needed for the growth of plants. Ma'am, this is the
Okay.
main
So
use of
we
water.
Yeah. That's good. That's good. So we can bifurcate this answer like functions of water in human body and functions of water in plants. हम इसको बाइफरकेट कर सकते हैं इंपॉर्टेंस को, एक ह्यूमन बॉडी के विद रेफरल, एक हम उसको विद रेफरल टू द प्लांट्स. राइट नाउ इंपॉर्टेंस फॉर ह्यूमन बॉडी and for plants. Two-way connection. Human body में जब हम इसकी importance पढ़ेंगे, so we will be moving on to a different track. कि human body में इसकी importance कैसे है, क्या है? So first of all, आपको पता है कि हमारी body में जितनी भी digestion हो रही है food की, that is just because of water. Okay? आपने सुना होगा डॉक्टर रिकमेंड्स दैट वी शुड ड्रिंक एज मच एज वाटर एज वी कैन. हमें ज्यादा से ज्यादा पानी पीना चाहिए क्योंकि ये हमारी बॉडी का मेटाबॉलिज्म को अच्छा रखता है. हमारी बॉडी में मेटाबॉलिज्म पता है, अगर मैं आपको एक लेमन लैंग्वेज में बताऊं तो सपोज हमारे अंदर एक मशीन है एंड दैट मशीन इज यूज्ड टू पवन बेटे क्या कर रहे हो? आपने व्हाइट बोर्ड अपना ऑन कर दिया, इसको बंद करो. So, metabolism is how efficiently our body is working. हम जो भी खा रहे हैं वो कितनी इफेक्टिवली डाइजेस्ट हो रहा है, वो कितनी इफेक्टिवली एक्सक्रीट हो रहा है हमारी बॉडी के अंदर से, दैट इज मेटाबॉलिज्म. When we go for a dieting, जब हम dieting continue करते हैं just to for a weight loss, what we people do, doctors recommend or dietitians recommend to increase the intake of water in the body. Why? Because it helps to digest the food properly. अगर आपका food well digested होगा, आपका food well excrete होगा. And if the food is well excreted, if the food is well digested, your body is very normal. अगर आपकी बॉडी में से फूड अच्छे से डाइजेस्ट ही नहीं हो रहा है, इट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू एक्सक्रीट इट आउट. और जो वो आपके वेस्ट फीसेस हैं, दैट रिमेन्स इन योर बॉडी, इंक्रीजिंग द बॉडी वेट. बॉडी पानी की रिटेंशंस आपकी बॉडी में खड़ी हो जाती है. व्हाई? बिकॉज द डाइजेशन इज नॉट गुड. सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, इट हेल्प्स इन द डाइजेशन ऑफ फूड इन द ह्यूमन. राइट? डाइजेशन ऑफ फूड इन द ह्यूमन, फर्स्ट पॉइंट. सेकेंड, यू नो, यू टेक न्यूट्रिएंट्स. आप न्यूट्रिएंट्स खाते हो. आप बोलते हो मैम हम तो बहुत ज्यादा न्यूट्रिएंट्स खा रहे हैं, हम जो जो रिक्वायर्ड है वी आर टेकिंग दैट, बट स्टिल हमारी बॉडी में वो न्यूट्रिएंट्स ही नहीं लग रहे. यू नो व्हाट इज द रीजन बिहाइंड इट? एक्चुअली वाटर हेल्प्स टू अब्सॉर्ब दैट न्यूट्रिएंट्स. आप न्यूट्रिएंट्स ले तो रहे हो आपकी बॉडी में, ठीक है. सपोज मैंने एक पॉट लिया, मैंने पॉट के ऊपर से एज इट इज पानी पोर कर दिया, तो वो पॉट में पानी एज इट इज गिर जाएगा? गिर जाएगा ना. नीचे कुछ भी नहीं, आपको सिर्फ पानी मिलेगा नीचे. आप बोलोगे यार पानी डाला था, कोई प्लांट तो होगा नहीं, बट सॉइल ही नहीं है उसके अंदर, है ना. सॉइल ही नहीं है. अगर वहां पे सॉइल होगी तो सॉइल उसको अब्सॉर्ब करेगी पानी को, है ना, उसको न्यूट्रिएंट्स मिलेंगे, एंड इन नेक्स्ट कंटेक्स्ट दैट विल हेल्प द प्लांट्स टू ग्रो वेल. First point is digestion of food in the stomach. So honey, it is digestion of food. Second is the absorption of the nutrients. पानी हमारी बॉडी में बेटे न्यूट्रिएंट्स को भी अब्सॉर्ब करता है. You know what? Today I take 2 water bottles with me. 2 water bottles I have today, and I targeted it that before reaching my home I have to wind up that 2 bottles. At least I am saying, for you young kids, you must drink 17 to 18 glasses of water per day. When, how, where, that's your responsibility, but you have to. आपको पीना चाहिए इतना पानी regularly. On regular basis, you have to drink this much amount of water so as to keep your body very much fit and lean. आप जिमिंग करते हो, आप भागते हो, ये करते हो, मैं यार इतना कुछ कर रहा हूँ मेरी बॉडी के साथ, फिर भी कोई changes, I can't observe the positive changes in my body. What is the reason behind it? Because you are lack of water in your body. The body is your water intake is not up to the mark, and you should increase that, right? So I was on the topic 9, absorption of the nutrients in the blood, that is just because of the water. Okay, tell me, blood की अगर मैं composition की बात करूं, can anybody tell me maximum composition of blood is? या था
Ma'am, water, 80% is water.
Yes, around 90% itself is water. You know, blood plasma जो होता है 90% वो खुद पानी है. ठीक है. So what it means? It means your body is full of water. पानी ही पानी है. अगर आपने, yes Priyanshika, I'll be coming up to you soon. I'll be coming up to you. So आपने पानी को मैक्सिमम इनटेक करना है, so as for the better digestion, so as to the better absorption of the nutrients. Yeah. Yes. Where is she? Where is Priyanshika? Priyanshika, please. Yeah. Yes, Priyanshika. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Any other point for the importance?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, it regulates the temperature by sweating.
Very good, very good, very good. Regulation of the body temperature, very important. हमारी body temperature regulate होता है just because of the intake of water. Is it okay? आपकी body temperature regulation बहुत जरूरी है. मैं कहती हूँ मैंने पानी ही नहीं पीना पूरे दिन में, तो मेरी बॉडी का टेम्परेचर इतना अच्छा नहीं रहेगा. Why? Because I will not be able to sweat properly. I'll not be able to excrete properly.
Ma'am, second point. It is used for the
Rabnoor, please, if you don't mind, change your username, whatever you have added over there. That's not good. Please, Rabnoor. Change it and then again join the class. So what I was saying is regulation of body temperature, water is very much needed. हमारी body temperature को proper regulate करने के लिए, अच्छा temperature को maintain करने के लिए बहुत ज़्यादा इसकी ज़रूरत होती है. And last, like I have discussed in the very beginning, excretion of the waste. Body में से waste को excrete करने के लिए भी इसकी requirement है. So in the human body, we have discussed about 4 basic points. Absorption of the nutrients, digestion of the food, excretion of the food, and regulation of the body temperature.
Ma'am, I have 1 point.
Yes, Priyanshi.
Ma'am, for the generation of hydroelectricity.
For the generation of hydroelectricity, definitely that will be a different aspect if we are not talking in the term of biology. अगर मैं biology की term में बात करूँ, then we can be confined up to our body, and if we are talking on a whole, like I have told you in the beginning, that it's an open-ended discussion, so yes, it can be helpful quite. Okay, only water, अकेला पानी, खड़ा पानी hydroelectricity को produce कर देगा, that's it. Yes, Priyanshika, I have abundant of water with me. How can I be able to produce the hydroelectricity? Tell me, कौन सा पानी हाइड्रोइलेक्ट्रिसिटी प्रोड्यूस करने में हेल्पफुल होता है? Yes, Abhim.
Ma'am, running water.
Running water, water with the kinetic energy. जो पानी चलता है, जिसके पास kinetic energy है, kinetic energy वाला पानी जो है, energy possessed water is helpful in the running of that turbines, और जब वो turbines move करते हैं, after that we are helpful in producing the electricity. Yeah, that's good. So I think it's clear for you in the. This is also a good point for producing hydroelectricity. और जो मैंने आपको very beginning, जो मैंने आपको बहुत beginning में एक point बोला था, that is, Divansh has told us that point. It is helpful in what, drinking, cleaning, है ना? So हम इस point को एक heading दे सकते हैं. For much more impact, we can give it a heading: domestic use of water. Right? So we can give it a word: domestic use of water. So you can write it over: domestic use, जिसके अंदर drinking, cleaning, washing, bathing, ये वाले सारे points जो हैं वो cover हो जाएंगे. ठीक है? So as always recommended, the answer should be well explained in points, not in the form of a paragraphs. So domestic use of water, use of water in production of hydroelectricity, importance of the water in the human body, and it further carries some sub points like excretion, excretion, digestion, and all. Is it okay? So next is the functions of water in plants. Function of water in plants. Yes, can anybody tell me what can be the functions of the water in plants? Yes, Rushali. Yes, Rushali. Bete, unmute your mic. Na, I have given you an option to unmute. Unmute first. I think she's unable to do that. Khushi.
Ma'am, for the growth of plants for photosynthesis.
Very good. Very good. For photosynthesis. Bete, photosynthesis and growth of plants are different terms. है ना, हम उनको relate नहीं कर सकते. Photosynthesis is something different and growth of plants is different. So, first of all, write photosynthesis. First importance is photosynthesis. Look, photosynthesis में क्या है? As you all know, we need carbon dioxide plus water in the presence of sunlight and in the presence of chlorophyll. In the presence of sunlight, in the presence of chlorophyll, so as to produce what? So as to produce glucose. Or we must say. So what is required? Water. What is my reactant? मेरी जरूरत क्या है पहले? Water. So water is basically required in the concept of photosynthesis. So requirement is carbon dioxide plus water. Whenever it is being supplied in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll, what we get food and a glucose. So water is the basic raw materials. आपसे basically question पूछा जाता है, what are the raw materials for रॉ मटेरियल्स कौन कौन से हैं पानी के लिए, फोटोसिंथेसिस के लिए? सो आप बोलते हो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड इज अ रॉ मटेरियल दैट इज यूज्ड, वाटर इज अ रॉ मटेरियल मतलब जिसके हेल्प से आप बाकी चीजों को बना सकते हैं. सो वाटर, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड, दीज ऑल आर द रॉ मटेरियल्स दैट आर रिक्वायर्ड for the process of the photosynthesis. So first process is photosynthesis, in which there is an importance of water. Coming up to the next is the, like in your body, blood को blood is comprises of water, you know. तो maximum आपकी body में जो nutrients body में move होते हैं, that is because of the water, because water acts as a transporting agent also. आपको पता है पानी एक ट्रांसपोर्टिंग एजेंट की तरह भी हेल्प करता है आपकी बॉडी में. We can also say that it helps in the absorption of the nutrients or transporting nutrients in the plants as well. So we must say transport of minerals in plants में भी जितने minerals हैं, आपको पता है plants में भी एक two-way channel बना होता है, that is xylem and phloem. अगर आपने कभी ये वर्ड सुने होंगे xylem and phloem, these are helpful in the transportation. And ये ट्रांसपोर्टेशन कब होती है? क्योंकि आपको पता है रूट्स हैं, रूट्स दे हैव अ सक्शन पुल. तो वो जब भी पानी हम रूट्स को देते हैं तो उसके कारण रूट्स पानी अब्सॉर्ब करती हैं, वो पानी ऊपर ट्रेवल करता है, और वो पानी along with that water the minerals are travel to the plant. वो पानी अकेला ट्रेवल नहीं करता, तो प्लांट्स को सारे मिनरल्स भी जो उसने रूट से लिए होते हैं वो सारे जाता. क्योंकि हमने जो भी नेचुरली प्लांट में ऐड किया होता है वो हम कैसे ऐड करते हैं? वी एड इट इनटू अ सॉइल. हम उसको सॉइल में ऐड करते हैं ना, तो वो सॉइल के थ्रू ऊपर कैसे जाता है? दैट मूव्स विद द हेल्प ऑफ वाटर. इज इट ओके? वो कैसे जाता है? दैट मूव्स विद द हेल्प ऑफ वाटर. So I must say transport of minerals. Next is the germination of seed. Germination of seed. आप हमेशा पढ़ते हो कि what are the basic conditions for a germination. Then you will say water, sunlight, moisture, air. These are the basic conditions of sunlight. तो उसमें आप एक टर्म water भी बोलोगे. अगर हम प्लांट को, अगर आपने एक सीड डाल दिया सॉइल के अंदर, अगर आप उसको पानी ही नहीं दे रहे, तो क्या वो आप उसको एक्सपेक्ट करोगे टू बी इट इनटू अ यंग प्लांट एंड आफ्टर दैट इनटू अ फुल फ्लेज प्लांट? वुड यू एक्सपेक्ट इट विदाउट गिविंग इट वाटर? We can't. We can't expect it. Right? So what it is required is, हमने करना क्या है? So what is required, that we always need to give water to the seeds, so as when we are expecting to become into a young plant and after that into a full-fledged plants, right? So next we can say agricultural processes में भी water का बहुत ज़्यादा helpful part रहता है, agricultural process में. So we can write any agricultural process, use of water in agricultural processes. Agriculture means to grow up the crops at a large level. So okay students, time is up for today. We'll continue the things in the next class, and whenever we are joining the next class, what is the topic that you need to know is sources of water. Write down a heading, sources of water. आपने मेरे को sources of water बताने हैं, that from where we can get. Source means हमें वो चीज कहाँ से मिल सकती है. So what can be the sources of water? That we will be discussing in the next coming class. Is it okay? So आपने मेरे को सारे sources के बारे में बताना है. हम sources of water and states of water को discuss करेंगे. So I think whatever we are discussed today is clear with all of you. Is it so? Is it so? The things are clear to all of you?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
next, come back with the
Yes,
topic
ma'am.
sources of water. We'll discuss it in the next class. Right? So take care all of you.
Okay, ma'am.
We'll meet in the next class.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye. Bye. God bless you.